Hello, Internetians! My name is Josh, aka ultraplayer, and I'm recording this at bumfucking night. Also, Discord notifications. I'm professional. Starting this off right. Wow, wow, wow. We are here. Welcome back to PMC week number 7. Your York Metagross, unfortunately, coming off a pretty bad loss last week against Arahpthos and his Melbourne Stormthrows. So that's not good. We are 3-3 plus 3. Very interesting record, 3-3-3, and we are pushing for that playoff spot, which we are looking okay for still. And what would help is if we beat Mr. SilverBeanie and the Crystal Pallossands today, getting us to 4-3. So that is what we are looking to do. If you do not have, if you have not checked out his channel, go ahead and check that out. He's a really cool guy, and I'm very much appreciating. I'm very much enjoying his content so far. So. Anyway, let's talk about his team real quick. If you do not see left and right and you can't see what Jspecks brought, well, you should do that. But to give you an idea of what his entire team is, Mr. SilverBeanie had a very, very nasty team and a very bad record to go with it, which is unfortunate because his team is so beautiful. He has a Jirachi, a Sylveon, a Mega Venusaur, a Lycanroc Dusk, which is one of his Zmon users, and a Hydreigon, a Donphan, a Staraptor, a Jellicent, a Ninetales, which is the other Zmon user, a Galvantula, and a Zangoose. So, really scary stuff there. I'm not going to waste too much time on the team builder. You can already see which 6 mons he decided to bring. No Sylveon was really surprising, but Sylveon's a really bulky mon that I really thought was going to come for like my Greninja and my Heracross and my everything, my Azelf even. So, there's that. I knew Lycanroc was going to be a really big threat because I do not have the best rock resist, to be honest. I knew Staraptor could be a really big threat because it basically 2KO'd everything on my team. I knew Hydreigon could be annoying because my switch in is Mega Altaria. And, oh look, I'm not even bringing it because I was so afraid of switching into Specs Flash Cannon and getting 2KO'd. So, that's that. But anyway, let's talk about the team that we did end up bringing. I have my Porygon Z, which is Normalium Z, Daxi Plot Agility, Double Dance, Tri Attack, and Shadow Ball. His normal resist is, Jellicent and Jirachi and Lycanroc. So there's 3. However, Lycanroc is not a counter to Porygon Z because it's +2. I'd OHKO that. Jirachi does not want to take +2 Shadow Ball. Neither does Jellicent. So that's why I have this set. Double Dance is really nice. If he brings a bulkier team in the late game, I can just naturally plot up and potentially beat him, or I could Agility up and beat him. Either way, this Porygon Z does so much work to his team, it's ridiculous. Normalium Z is there, so I can get that boosted Tri-Attack and just really heavily break through something that I feel is standing in my way. This absolutely destroys him, and I know it's going to do a lot of work, and I'm really excited to have it. Not much to say there. I have a Zelf here, which is here to weaken what I believe to be his best check to this specific set. So the specific set that I have for my Porygon Z, I definitely expect him to use Sylveon to stop, or kind of Mega Venusaur maybe, but that's why I have Normalium Z for one of them. Mainly the Venusaur, but I want to get rid of the Sylveon or I want to weaken it. I have a Zelf here, and he does not switch into a Zelf at all, guys. If he's an authentic Jirachi, Zen Headbutt into knockoff is a kill. If he has not Choice Scarf Hydreigon, you turn to 65 to that. Zen Headbutt does a lot to Mega Venusaur if he's not physically defensive. I 2KO virtually everything on his team with Zen, the combination of the moves. The only thing I don't 2KO, I believe, is a physically defensive Donphan and a Colberberry Jellicent. I'm sorry. So those are the only 2 mons that I don't 2KO with this set. Zen Headbutt, knockoff, you turn an Iron Tail. Iron Tail, of course, is there for the Sylveon. And I have Zen Headbutt for virtually everything. U-turns for momentum, but also hitting the Hydreigon, and then knockoff is there for general utility as well as knocking off the Jirachi. Very, very, very good in this matchup. Basically, you can pick up a kill every time he comes in. I have my my Palossand here with it, which is fully physically defensive, and it is here 100% for the Lycanroc because it's the only thing that I have that avoids 2KO from that. The only thing he can do to really do damage to me is Iron Head, which I definitely expect him to come, or expect him to bring. Stone Edge is barely a 3KO on rolls, so I definitely see an Iron Head coming. I wanted to be fully physically defensive because I wanted to be able to take those hits as much as possible. So I have Earthquake to hit that. I have Ice Shard just to, whittle things down, be able to get some priority damage off of them going down, etc. Toxic is there for stuff like Sylveon. Once again, I'm trying to weaken that for stuff like my Porygon to win. It also is good for wearing down stuff like the Jellicent, which could easily switch in. And then I have Stealth Rocks because getting rocked up is beautiful this matchup. We have Crowbot here with safety goggles, Brave Bird, U-turn, Roost, and Taunt. He has a Mega Venusaur. I feel like this is not very self-explanatory, I should say. I have 60 speed AVs, and this is going to allow me to outspeed everything up to the Zangoose, because I expect Hydreigon to be Choice Scarf, and then I'm not running all that speed for all these faster mons, which I won't stay in versus anyway. So, this bulk allows me to just generally take hits from everything. The only thing I'm really scared of is stuff like Lycanroc and Staraptor and Stab from Jirachi. Like, I can take Iron Heads pretty well. I can take 2 Draco Meteors, I believe, from a Choice Scarf Hydreigon. So I can come in, and that's after including the drops. So, I can kind of be a secondary check to that because I don't really have the best answers to Hydreigon on this draft in general outside of Mega Altaria. The Phys Def is mainly there for stuff like just as like Zangoose and Staraptor mainly. I'm not really too worried about Lycanroc, but I do take an Accelerock, which is very nice down. 1 from full. Maybe. So, Taunt's there to shut stuff down, keep stuff from wishing up like the Sylveon, and I've generally switched into a lot of his team. I have a Greninja here. Been really liking Greninja this time, using it. Spikes, U-turn, Dark Pulse, and Icy Wind. Icy Wind there, of course, for support, as well as mainly hitting Hydreigon as well. Woo. His only Dark Resists are Hydreigon and Sylveon, which is really nice, and if he goes into Sylveon, I can U-turn out after getting him some Spikes. Spikes are very nice. He does not have the best hazard removal. He has Staraptor, and he has Donphan and Hydreigon. Hydreigon should not be running Defog on this team. He definitely needs the coverage. Staraptor should not be bringing Defog. He definitely wants the coverage. He wants Stab, U-turn, close combat. So, while Donphan does spin against me because I'm not running Water Stab, he won't know that, and I can easily just get out Spikes and start whittling his team down, which is, again, is good for my Porygon or my Azelf in the late game. So, very nice here. And then finally, I have my Heatran, which is Assault Vest, Flash Cannon, Lava Plume, Dark Pulse, and Dragon Pulse, which is very nice. Of course, there for the Hydreigon. Flash Cannon is there for the Sylveon, as well as the Lycanroc, just general good stab. I have Lava Plume, which will be boosted by Sun, should he bring in the Ninetales. Helps me out versus stuff like the Jirachi, as well as other stuff. I have Dark Pulse there for the Jellicent, and then Dragon Pulse there, for, of course, for the Hydreigon. This set is mainly just, I believe, allows me to take hits from the... Wow, I don't remember what that was. I believe it's close combat from the Staraptor is what that defense does. And then the speed is going to allow me to outspeed something. So, very quality analysis there. And, yeah, the rest goes in special attack to make me offensive as possible. And let us jump into this game, shall we? That is not what I wanted to bring up. I wanted to bring up this, and then this, and then this. So let's get rid of this, and you can, of course, see the 6 mons each of us have brought. The 6 mons that I just went over, and of course his 6 mons that he decided to bring, being the Galvantula, the Lycanroc, the Jirachi, the Donphan, the Hydreigon, and the Mega Venusaur. Really happy to not see Sylveon, as again, it was one thing that I really just wanted to get rid of before I could sweep with my Porygon, which, mission accomplished already. So, Lycanroc is of course there, a threat to my Porygon Z, but Porygon Z in general is just really, really nice in this matchup. If that Jirachi is offensive, I legitimately to hit KO everything on his team outside of Donphan, but after Spikes, it does not want to take Zen Headbutts either, so that is very, very nice. Without further ado, let's jump in this battle. I'm going to lead off with my Greninja. It is my dedicated lead, and if he leads with the Galvantula, I can immediately scatter set because I will be able to take any hit from that thing due to my Focus Sash. So, I'm going to lead off with my Greninja as he's going to lead off with his Galvantula, which is fine. This is Sticky Web. I don't know if he'd go for it because I could be carrying Taunt, and I have an Elite Greninja pretty often, so I'm going to actually just stay in and go for my Spikes. It's really good against his team, and he's going to reveal that he is a Choice Scarf, and he's going to go for Volt Switch, which doesn't even knock me down my Sash, which is beautiful. So, he's going to Volt Switch out. I get that information off immediately, and I'm keeping that in the back of my head, which is very nice to know later. I'm going to go for the Spikes as he goes into the Mega Venusaur, and those Spikes are going to be very, very nice. It's just generally whittling down the teeth. Wow, words are hard, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and U-turn on out of here. I do not want to stack my Greninja yet. It could be good later for offense pressure and also, you know, stack. So I'm gonna U-turn on out of there, and I'm gonna go hard into my complete and dedicated counter to the thing, which is gonna be my Crobat. He cannot do anything to me. Sleep Powder won't work. Giga Drain will do that much damage. So that's absolutely beautiful, and here I can go ahead, and I believe me is going to go for the Brave Bird. That or the Taunts. I can't remember, I did not watch this ahead of time. I go for a U-turn. That's right, I'm not default. Wow. I knew I went for U-turn. Okay, so I'm gonna go for U-turn. He's gonna take spikes. You can see the U-turn. That's gonna tell me he's offensive, which means I can now go out into this. And as long as he's not Choice Scarf, which I don't believe he is, because he does have the Galvantula. Wow, I forgot to fix this in his Life Orb number. He will die to this knockoff. And he stays in, and he dies to the Life Orb physical knockoff for myself, which is absolutely beautiful, because Jirachi could have been very annoying. I'm sorry if you can hear that. It's currently July the 7th, and people are still firing fireworks because it's in West Virginia. Anyway, he goes into this, which I'm afraid is a double choice card. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out and not risk it and go hard into my Dodge Dart, my Assault Vest Trend, as he is going to go ahead and go for the Dark Wolf, and this is going to tell me he's definitely especially offensive. And he is not Light Orb, he is not Specs, he's not Dark Plate, he is an unboosted item, so maybe Scarf. As he decides to go into a Mega Venusaur, I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Flash Cannon to check this damage. I'm going to check to see if this is physically defensive, specially defensive, etc. It kind of seems like a weird calc in my opinion, so I'm not really sure. I'm going to go ahead and fire Fireball, put my Will Take an Earthquake, and if he goes for Leech Heat, that's fine. I do get damage off on the thing, and I potentially was able to get off the burn, which is fine. Now that he's Leech Heat, I know that he's probably not go for it again. And here I can go ahead and get the switch out into myself, giving up the offensive pressure. As I don't think he'll go for actually go to my Porygon Z, I'm sorry. I got the first step. So he's going to go for Earthquake here, not going for Sensitive, which is very surprising to me. As I'm going to take a little bit of damage. And I know I'm very confident he's going to switch out here. Or if he's not, then I can pressure him offensively. And first him to not go into one of his choice card first after this. And if he was going to attack me, he would not kill me, and then I would be able to kill him with the Normalian Z. Ridiculous. And whenever he went out to, he was either going to have to take a hit, or it's going to have to be Light Hockey because it had to prevent me. So that's kind of why I went for agility there. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to fire off that break hit was going to absolutely nuke this Mega Venusaur here. And I'm going to be able to actually kill it, which is very, very nice. As I'm kind of thinking that I might be able to win with any number of things, to be honest. As I'm going to go ahead and nuke this Mega Venusaur. I don't believe I kill it. Do I kill it? I did kill it. I crit. Oh, that's unfortunate. I remember critting it. So I'm going to go ahead and kill that Mega Venusaur off. As very good potentially winning with any number of things. He goes into like Rocky, he took forever to click this button, and I was like, he doesn't have a Stellar Rock. He has a Stellar Rock, guys. He definitely has a Stellar Rock, and it is going to be what finishes on my Porygon Z, which I'm okay with. As he is going to take a Life Orb, which is very nice to know. I'm going to go into my Tusks here. This is my dedicated counter to this, and I'm going to be able to get him some Stealth Rocks. If he goes for Iron Head, I will beat you a KO turn, and if he punches me, F. So he can go for Iron Head. He's not going to be able to KO me. He is not going to get the flinch. I'm going to be able to get my Stealth Rocks, which is very nice. We're getting even more damage off of stuff like Galvantula. And here, I definitely know that I take another Iron Head. I'm going to go ahead and go for Ice Shard to put that thing a little bit weaker, and I did not want to risk the flinch, and I wanted that damage off. And here, I'm going to live, obviously. Like I said, I'm not too KO'd by Life Orb. I'm going to go ahead and switch out. And the reason I'm going to switch out into my Greninja is because I want to, one, stack it off, and two, save that Piloswine, because Ice Shard is actually looking really nice. He has Galvantula, he has Donphan, he has Hydreigon, and he has this Lycanroc, which is really weak. Ice Shard looks like it could win me the game. So, keeping that in the back of my head, I'm going to go into my Azelf here, as he's weakened now, and I can go ahead and fire off, I believe, a knockoff, which will do the damage it needs. I believe I fire off a knockoff because I do think that Donphan was going to come out, as we are going to see that I fired off the young knockoff, because if he went into the Hydreigon, I would know its item, and if it was Choice Scarf, I would have gotten rid of it and been able to go for U-turn. So here, I'm now going to go ahead and go for the Zen Headbutt, trying to get off some damage, because like I said, I want Ice Shard to win, and it is not in range of Ice Shard yet, as he is going to fire off the knockoff. Not what I expected. I definitely expected Rapid Spin or Stealth Rock, so he got the offensive pressure on me. I'll lose my Azelf, my other big offensive threat. However, I am down to 3 Pokemon. However, those 3 Pokemon are all I need to really win the game, in my opinion. I'm going to go to my Dodge Dart. This thing is very weakened, and I know that I will be able to pick it off with a Lava Plume, so I'm going to go for said Lava Plume, and we are going to finish off this Donphan. Now, he has three Pokemon left. If he goes onto Lycanroc, I can play around that. If he goes to Galvantula, which is very interesting, I know that I can fire off a Dragon Pulse and put that thing in range of Ice Shard to win me the game. So I go for Dragon Pulse over Lava Plume because I was very confident he was also going to Volt Switch and go into Hydreigon, and I would have been able to get more damage off on that. That is going to be very near Ice Shard range once he comes back in on Hazard, so I knew that Dragon Pulse would always be the play because I just needed damage. So he does go into the Hydreigon as I fire off the Dragon Pulse. I take nothing from the Volt Switch because I am Assault Vest, and I'm going to be able to get off huge damage off on this Hydreigon and put that thing in range 100% of the Ice Shard. So now I'm going to go out. I'm going to save this Heatran because it could... if I lose it, I might be able to lose to the Galvantula, and I don't want that because it's not in range of Ice Shard yet. So I'm going to go to my Crobat, which is at full health, and will take 2 Draco Meteors most of the time. And he's going to reveal to be Scarf, as he can go for 2 Dark Pulses. I'm going to be able to go for Brave Bird, and I'm going to be able to finish off this Hydreigon and get rid of what could have been his one of his 2 Wing Cons. So down goes the Hydreigon. I believe I do live the Recoil. I do very well. And he is going to go into Omega, which is going to be his Lycanroc, which is very good for me, as I will now be able to go ahead and go hard out, I believe. No, I'm going to stay in and sack it to the Accelerock. I'm going to sack my Crobat to the Accelerock, as he is going to go ahead and finish me off, and he's going to die to his own Life Orb, which is going to leave the Galvantula versus my Tusks. I'm going to go to Heatran because if he's hidden, the only way he's knocking me out is with Hidden Power Ground, and I believe that's not even going to knock me out. So we're going to go to my Heatran. I'm at a decent amount of HP, and once again, I am Assault Vest. He's going to get very low, and I'm going to fire off a Lava Plume as he goes for the Hidden Power, which does turn out to be ground. It is not going to kill me, and Lava Plume is going to be able to finish off this game, resulting in a 2-0 win for the New York Metagross. God bless. And that's going to put me in a really good spot for playoffs because the next person below me, I believe, is 2-5. Which is the Colorado Rapidash. So he's 2-5, I'm 4-3, so I got a 2-game lead on him. And your York Metagross are already looking pretty good for playoffs. So we still got some more games. Next week we're going against one of my division rivals. It was looking really good for playoffs. His name is Lux, and he goes to Pittsburgh Empoleons. He's actually who traded me the Azelf and the Heracross. So big shout out to him. And I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I will see you next week for that game. Peace out, guys.